Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. Between the Los It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Come on, set! So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the... run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
19 Tiger, 1979 Broncos.
Back to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit that sack to D'Angelo Malone. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this week.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. And it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I saw the pressure coming out, and that just was problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On second down, it's Pollard. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, and make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mills to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That's now a second interception in as many weeks for his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to. Situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play, but they're holding them no gain.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage. It should be an impactful play because if you get a pass rusher second-guessing himself, then they might get hit with a screen. Maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. To the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Play fake. Mills. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Mills to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hey, check that. Street.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. From the 22, Mills. And now here's another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions got thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. Well, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage, and the Rams got him. They bring him down. D'Angelo Malone. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll look to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play. And defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they're
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The slot man in motion right.
Franks now.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blind?
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the score as they went into halftime, and and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Ready, ready. Shot, 17.
Now Franks.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the side.
You can just see it in their body language. You're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Down. Ready.
4th down, Frank's going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. The Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the outlet faster.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Here we go, set. Left wing 19. Let's go, let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Falcons. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Falcons add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been a tough go for them. Still without any points here in the fourth quarter.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On play action, they'll throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Cannon now elects to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
My goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Franks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd like to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were...
He's got him in, complete, the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Let's go now.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check, podcast, check, podcast.
They'll run left with Pollard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now here's Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Sitting in to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Franks looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now a second down throw. Here's Franks.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Ready.
Franks, third down from the gun.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They go play action with Franks.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get away with the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Atlanta, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.